Good morning, everybody. This is Bronwyn. I am going to have a look at the Luna Soul Tarot. This is published by Liminal 11. If you don't have any of their decks, they come in great packaging. They published the Modern Witch first, I think, which came in a similar box, but it didn't have the magnetic flap on the bottom. So if you're like me and you pick it up and forget, the deck falls out the bottom almost every time. So anyway, I really like these magnetic flaps on the bottom. So you store them standing up like this, and they look really nice in a bookshelf, and you can pick which side you want to have facing out. So the box slides out of the outer shell like that, and then on the inside you've got some nice artwork. I don't know if it's showing up on the camera. And then there's a quote here. It's a poor sort of memory that only works backwards. Lewis Carroll. So the inner box also has artwork on it, which is beautiful. They really put a lot of thought into their packaging. And inside this box, you've got the deck and guidebook and more artwork. So you get here's the deck. You get a little hardbound book, which reminds me of like a little storybook from when I was a kid. Those golden books, I think they were called. So they're very cute. Nice paper, full color, very small font. If you have trouble with your eyesight, then this could be an issue for sure. So for the majors, you get a page each and a small image. And the minors are quite brief. As you can see, it's just like a few sentences per card for all of the minor arcana. And at the back, you have some spreads, 4 spreads, and that's the little book. So the deck, this is the back. It's obviously not reversible. It's a nice cardstock. It is matte. It's fairly thick, actually. It snaps back really well. It's smooth, so it shuffles really nicely, but for some reason, even though it's really smooth, I find the cards just stick together. I don't know if it's like static or something. And I know I am going to be definitely an outlier here, but I actually prefer the cardstock on the Modern Witch and the White Newman and the Cosmic Slumber, all of which I'll be doing flip throughs at some point. I just find that they shuffle so beautifully, even though they're glossy. I love glossy cardstock, but I don't do readings for people online. I just do readings in person, so it doesn't affect me really. At any rate, so those are my probably unpopular opinions on this cardstock, because I also have the New Chapter Tarot, and it has this cardstock as well. It's just not, I don't know, it's nice. I just don't like it as much as the glossy Liminal 11. So here we go. It's a very muted palette. It's like all pastel-y, I guess. Justice is at 8. It follows the Rider-Waite-Smith very closely, so it would be excellent for beginners. It's got a lot of diversity in it. A lot of, most actually of the characters are kind of non-binary appearing as far as gender, which is really nice. Oops, I got these mixed up. I'll just hold that back for later. The Tower, you got this guy here, he's got like a brick embedded in the back of his head. So it's really just a nice modern spin on the traditional cards. And I do enjoy the cats that are sort of inserted here and there, like this guy floating in a coffin. And the World. And then there's 2 bonus cards, Duality and Wu Wei. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Now into the wands. For the price that these decks cost, I really think they're worth it. I think this is less than $30 Canadian on Amazon. And for the quality, you really can't beat it. I mean, in my opinion, it's as good as pretty much any of my indie decks. The swords. Oops. I do really like this Eight of Swords. She clearly has an escape. There's a ladder right there, and you know, maybe she got herself into that position where she feels trapped. Interesting. In the 10, we have sort of the classic imagery, although he is being stabbed right through the head, but so many flowers growing out of, so much life coming out of that pain and that ending. The cups. Give them a little shuffle. They're a little stiff. I do find it hard to ripple them. Oh, there we go. See, that didn't work at all. I'll try again. It's also the angle of this table. It's kind of high for me compared to where I normally sit. Whoops. There, that was a little better. So you do get a nice mix. And they hold their shape really well. All right, so that Luna Soul Tarot by Darren Schill and Mike Medaglia. Oh, and I forgot to compare card sizes. So it's a very standard size, I would say. Yep, same size as the Smithwaite, exactly the same size. I hope everybody has a wonderful day and take care. Bye.